Plans are in place today as the world tries to contain that new Omicron COVID variant. Flights to certain countries will be restricted because of that new coronavirus variant. The ban also applies to visitors from the South African region, including Botswana, Mozambique, and Zimbabwe. Several other countries have also initiated travel bans from those southern African nations. On Friday, the World Health Organization categorized the Omicron variant as a variant of concern due to its ability to spread. The new coronavirus strain was first detected in southern Africa earlier this month. It has now been found in Canada, Europe, and Asia. Pfizer and Moderna have said if needed, they could have an updated vaccine ready by early next year. Stocks took a beating on Friday amid those growing fears about the new variant. The Dow tumbled 905 points. The Nasdaq dropped 353. Later today, President Joe Biden is expected to provide the American people with an update on their action to this variant. Construction crews are taking advantage of some cooler overnight temperatures to complete one of the last big jobs related to that new South Moorhead Underpass project. They'll be excavating and hauling soil that's no longer needed from the temporary train tracks at that site on weekdays from midnight until 10 a.m. That goes now through December 10th, except for on the weekends. The job is hard to do during the day hours if the ground thaws because that softer ground makes for the impassable routes for heavier equipment. Today maybe isn't the best day for any of that work. It could be thawing as we head throughout the day. Lisa Green has your forecast. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning. We are looking at conditions that are above freezing in Fargo-Moorhead, just by a degree or so, but still it's a warm start given that our average high for today is 31 and we are above that in our temperature in Fargo at 33 degrees right now. With some quiet conditions at the moment, we'll continue to see more of that warm air developing as the day goes along. In Grand Forks, we're at 29 degrees. It's 31 in Thief River Falls, Bemidji at 28, and in Fergus Falls, we're at 30. Devils Lake checking in at 29. So a decent start to the day. Not too chilly to wait out at the bus stop this morning. And there are some areas where we do have to watch out for some precipitation. It might have left, it might have moved on, and then left some slick spots for you overnight as well, too. So even if it's quiet, doesn't mean that the roads are free and clear. So Southern Valley, it's a little bit better off. We're a little bit better off because we haven't been in that range of precipitation here from last night and this morning. There may still be some flakes in our eastern counties. Those have generally been moving on. And then I'm now focusing on this little weak wave moving through in northeastern North Dakota, and will soon be moving into northwest Minnesota. You can see it's isolated but colorful, indicating that there might be a little freezing drizzle, a little sleet, some snow mixed in there. Very light, and this is detected, a reminder that the radar is detecting what's going on in the mid-levels of the atmosphere, so not necessarily reaching the surface here this morning, but it's something to watch for as the day goes along. You could have some issues with some slick spots, and there are some places where we've got some icy patches on the roads being reported, and you can check on those road conditions on our website. You can go to our Valley News Live weather app to check road conditions in both Minnesota and North Dakota this morning. And as we head off to school here, again, it's going to be a relatively quieter start in the south. If you're up north, again, you've got to watch out for a few of those flakes or areas of sleet. And then this afternoon, places really start to quiet down, even north, but especially south. We're going to see some sunshine and temperatures into the 40s. Not too bad for a late November day here. And here's a look at your 7-day planner. Next couple of days, well, next few days, looking warm. We'll have some ups and downs. We'll see temperatures slightly cooler tomorrow, but still rising above freezing for the afternoon. Keep in mind our overnight hours, we will be dropping below freezing. So anytime we get precipitation, that could lead to some slick spots in the morning hours and a chance for some snow possible up in the northern valley especially. That's where we're kind of in the path of this northwesterly flow in this general pattern. And a similar situation for Thursday, but we've got above freezing temperatures throughout the work week for highs. Things change though this weekend. We'll be back to some more winter-like weather as we're working our way into December, and a chance for some snow Saturday and Sunday.
A warm way to round out the month, Lisa. Thank you. It is now 6:55. A medical examiner is determining the identity and the cause of death of a body found near Hinckley, Minnesota over the weekend. But family members believe it's that of a missing Wisconsin mother. 33-year-old Ashley Miller has been missing for more than 2 months. Her family says Ashley's car was found in late September near where her body was found on Saturday. A 26-year-old woman is in jail after police found a 3-month-old baby during a welfare check. An initial investigation led authorities to believe that she is responsible for the infant's death. The woman is in jail on a murder charge. The Minnesota BCA is taking over the case of an officer-involved shooting in the Twin Cities suburb of Forest Lake. Officers were responding to reports of an armed robbery at a home yesterday, where someone had a protection order against the suspect. He had left the scene, but police spotted his car in the neighborhood. Police say shots were fired when officers attempted a traffic stop. A 47-year-old man was taken to the hospital by a helicopter. Jury selection starts tomorrow in the case of a former Brooklyn Center, Minnesota police officer charged with killing Dante Wright during a traffic stop. Kim Potter says she meant to grab her taser instead of her gun when she shot and killed Wright. City officials in that Twin Cities suburb are debating whether a curfew is needed when a verdict is reached. Some city council members are unsure about how to balance that exercise of free speech along with the possible protesters and public safety concerns amid protection of businesses against potential vandalism. Owners of a West Fargo gas station have an unscheduled repair project to take care of after a driver slammed into their building. There is now a large hole in that building when it was hit last night just before 7. It happened at the PetroServe in the 200 block of Main Avenue. No word on the extent of damage, injuries, or what caused that driver to crash into the building. Fire gutted a load of pork that was being hauled through Fargo, and investigators are still looking for that cause. The fire happened around 5 yesterday morning on I-29 near 13th Avenue South. The fire was contained to just the trailer. No injuries were reported. 2 people are seriously hurt after a crash near the Grand Forks Airport. The North Dakota Highway Patrol says 76-year-old Dennis Neese of Grand Forks stopped at a stop sign, but then pulled out onto Highway 2 and was hit on the driver's side. Both he and a 69-year-old woman in the car are being treated for serious injuries. The driver of the other vehicle had minor injuries. Troopers say Neese was charged with failure to yield at a stop sign. Fargo City Commissioners are revisiting the current face mask mandate for employees at tonight's City Commission meeting. The temporary COVID-19 policy requiring employees to wear a mask in all city buildings is set to expire on Wednesday. Commissioners will meet tonight at 5 in the Commission chambers. Miss North Dakota Raina Bergstrom is heading off to Connecticut next month to compete for the national crown at the 100th annual Miss America pageant. Raina Bergstrom is a Fargo native and a graduate of Concordia College in Moorhead. She's looking forward to what's to come for this year's competition, but says it hasn't come without its challenges.
Social media especially, I think, highlights the best parts, but there's many moments where I'm just like very overwhelmed, stressed, and I've just found that I really need to lean on my community because I'm a very individual, independent person by nature, and so the fact that I have to actually ask people for help, that's really hard for me.
The Miss America pageant is on December 16th. Let's get that answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. Our question today is, according to a new survey, 1 in 8 drivers on the road are doing this. The answer, eating. Trying to get that breakfast in on your morning drive. Remember, you can play along every day. Just head to the Valley News Live Facebook page. The Today Show and CBS This Morning are just about to start, but the Valley Today, it rolls on. More live, up-to-the-minute news and weather coming up right now on the Fargo CW. Have a happy Monday, everyone.